Still inserted in the bicipital groove. Let's have an orientation of the figure. That's the clavicle, the medial end or the sternal end, lateral end of the clavicle attached to the acromion process of the scapula. Now there you have your coracoid process of the scapula, and the scapula has been covered with the muscles. Now look at the muscles which are getting inserted to the bicipital groove. So we all know that this is the bicipital groove, and here you can see the pectoralis major which has been cut here. So that's a pectoralis major which is attached to the lateral lip of the bicipital groove. Similarly, the teres major arising from the lateral border of the scapula and getting inserted to the medial lip. And here in between the two majors you have the latissimus dorsi, which is winding over the teres major and getting inserted between these two majors. That's why it's called that as a lady between the two majors. And in the bicipital groove you can see the tendon of the long head of biceps, which arises from the tip of the coracoid process and travels along the bicipital groove. So in next picture we can see another figure where all the muscles are removed. We can make out the skeletons very clearly here. You can see the scapula, the clavicle, the coracoid process, the bicipital groove is seen here. Now only two muscles are retained, that is the teres major and latissimus dorsi. Here you can see how the latissimus dorsi is going up all the way from the latissimus dorsi, that means lateral and dorsal. From the lateral and dorsal aspect of the trunk goes all the way up and overtakes the teres major and comes between the teres major and pectoralis major and get inserted into the bicipital groove. Thank you.